Hello, I'm Robbie Clark. Welcome back to the workshop. This is a follow-up to the video that I made midweek last week regarding the problems I was having with the Dewhurst drum switch on my Myford lathe. When I uploaded the video last week, I made a bit of a mess of it, and for some reason the video came up very small. I don't really know what I've done. I'm not very adept at using the editing software that I have, but a couple of people actually saw that video. One very kindly commented on it straight away, so I realised I'd done something wrong. So I deleted that video and then played around for a while, managed to re-upload it in its normal fashion, so that was okay. And I've got quite a lot of very nice comments and some very useful advice on what I can do about the switch itself. Anyway, the video was supposed to show you some pictures of the switch itself and the inside of the switch, which for some reason which I don't really quite understand, I lost that bit of the video. So I'm making this one, and I'm going to now show you the inside of the switch. And also what I've done is I've pulled out one of the springs to actually show you what the spring itself looks like, this sort of being the offended item in it. So bear with me just a moment and I'll show you that part. Okay, well, this is the switch itself. I mean, if you're not familiar with these Dewhurst switches, and you'll see it's a Type A Dewhurst switch, and this is the operating lever that you set to give you forward and reverse operation. Now, if I've already undone the little screw in the cover, so if I remove the cover, if I can get that off, there we are. So that's the inside of the switch itself, and you see it's got a series of copper contacts down each side, and as you turn the switch, that's coming into the forward position, you see it revolves. It's just not going all the way around for some reason. Don't know quite why. I've obviously oh, I see what's happened. Hang on, that little pin has moved across. That's it, because I'll show you why that's happened. So if I move the switch round, get it back into frame again, you can see that there are these silver coloured springs, and it was the one here at the bottom here which had burned at both ends. You can see some sort of charring or oxidation of these pins here, and this top one is the one which isn't wired up. Sorry, I keep moving it out of the way. Hope you got that. So these are the springs here, and you'll see this drum at the top has one of these in as well, which I've actually removed, and that's the one that I switched over to this end, and it had had burnt on both ends. But you see these little silver coloured pins here on each side. They've got some sort of burning on them as well. So what I'm going to have to do is give those a clean up. I'm going to have to try, and if I can, to do it without removing them, because to remove them you've got to take this whole drum out and take out each of these sort of Bakelite parts. These will all come apart into the 4 sections. And I mentioned the earlier problem I had with the shaft that went through here. That's you see the end of the shaft here with the little locking nuts that lock it in place. Anyway, it gives you an idea of what the switch looks like inside. It's incredibly complicated thing. You know, perhaps this was in the day the only way of making this. It's, you know, it is a real pure mechanical switch. I don't know what the switch is like on Myford lathes now. I'll have to try and get a look at one of these at some point if I possibly can, to see what the switches are like now. Maybe all of these contacts that give you the forward and reverse movement are electronically operated now. I really don't know. I'll have to have a word with the Myford people when I go to the next model engineering exhibition, where they generally have a stand, so perhaps they can advise me. But I would be pretty certain that a new switch from Myford is going to be colossally expensive. But anyway, as I said in the previous video, everything is working okay on the lathe now. So for the moment, I have no sort of real worries. As long as it stays that way, then I won't have to fiddle around with this anymore. But I'm going to move the camera around to the bench so I can show you that spring, if I can, in close up, so you can see what the spring actually looks like. Bear with me just a moment. Well, this is the spring that I've removed from the switch, and you can see at the ends there how it's charred at the end, where it makes contact with those little silver pins, and you see this end, part of it is actually burned away, and that's presumably why it wasn't making any contact at all. So that's the offending item, and this was the item that I was hoping I could possibly get from Dewhurst. I'm hoping that they, even though the switch is or hasn't been made for a very, very long time, that they may have maintained some spare parts to help with the goodness knows how many thousands of these switches that may still be in daily use. But there we are. That gives you sort of an idea. Anyway, I mean, it may be that it's just not possible to obtain anything like this at all now. One of my YouTube followers also contacted me and told me what the spring is possibly made out of. I mean, this one looks by its colour that it possibly could be made out of copper, but he did suggest they may have been made out of a different type of material, which was sort of like silver plated on top, but don't really know. But even though he did offer to let me have some of the material that he thought these were made out of, thinking that I might be able to make replacement springs for it, and I suppose that could be an option. But anyway, sort of going forward, I just hope that the switch will stay okay for a long time into the future, so I don't have to worry about that. Well, there we are. What I've got to do now is pop this spring back into its position again. It is going back into the position that, as I mentioned, is not in use. So hopefully, after I've put the cover back on and got it mounted back onto the leg of the Myford lathe stand, it's all still going to work. We'll see how we go. I won't sign off just yet, because I've received another workshop sticker from another subscriber. So before I go, let's show you that, and we'll pop that up onto the board. Bear with me just a moment. Well, here we are back at the sticker board again, and as I mentioned, I've got another sticker I received just recently. This little section I'm actually recording a few days after the earlier bit of this video, just a bit of a gap, because there's also something to mention at the end as well. But anyway, this sticker is from Rusty Inventions. Rusty Invention is Andre. It's a very, very interesting channel. He has a sort of a different style really of introducing his videos. He does quite a bit of talking to camera, and you feel as if you're in the workshop with him all the time as well. I think he's like myself, sort of new to home engineering, and he has, like myself, a Myford lathe. His lathe he has been doing quite a lot of work on, dismantling bits and sort of cleaning up and getting it all sort of put right, and so he's able to do some machining on it. And he said that he wants to get into model steam engine building as well, and I think he's just about to, sorry, there's an aeroplane just buzzing over the top of me, you can probably hear that in the background, building his first engine. And I gather he was given a couple of castings from Aid Swash to help him along the way, so I'm looking forward to seeing that build. It covers all, various other things as well, various other things that sort of are happening in his life and around him as well. So give Rusty Inventions a look. I'll put all the links below the video, so you can pick up on his channel as well. I think you'll enjoy it, and I'm pretty sure you'll subscribe to his channel as well. It's his way of talking is nice. It's quite infectious as well. Just listen to him in talking to you, his thoughts on things as well. So Andre, your sticker is going up on my board. I have to sort of peel the backs of these over because I have a lot of trouble separating the backing from stickers often. So let's put you here, next to the air cave and below the English hobby machinist. So I'll try and get you all nice and straight. There we are. There you are, Andre. Now, when Andre sent me his stickers, he sent me a big stack of them as well. He actually also sent me some spare stickers that he had from other channels that sent them on to him. I wasn't quite sure what to do because there were 3 stickers. 2 of the channels are ones that I actually watch, but they're not channels that I've actually been in contact with the channel owners. So I thought, well, really, before I put any of these stickers on my board, I should actually make contact with them. The only one I've been able to contact so far is Mark Presling. Mark Presling, or Prezzo, he's in Australia, in Queensland. I guess a lot of you are familiar with his channel. He's had a channel for a very, very long time, ex-school teacher. He's got an amazing workshop. Then he tackles all sorts of very, very interesting things, as well as machining on his lathe and milling machine. He also does powder coating and various forms of metal plating as well. Very, very interesting channel. He's just recently built a Stuart steam engine kit, which I found very, very interesting. But what he does in the workshop is very wide and varied, so you'll find a lot of enjoyment sort of looking back through his older videos as well. So I mean, if you're not familiar with Mark Presling. Do look up his channel again. His details will be below. I contacted Mark. I found his email address and contacted him, and told him that Andre had given me one of his stickers, and that although I hadn't been in contact with him, I would like to send him one of my stickers for his board, which he agreed to. And I think now he won't have received it yet because it will probably take a couple of weeks to get there, but now he's agreed to that. I feel quite happy in putting Presso's sticker up on my board. So if you watch this video, Mark, your sticker's going up here as well, and I'm going to put you in here. Try and get your head on nice and straight. There we go. So another nice sticker for the board. So I've got, quite a nice collection of stickers so far. Quite proud of those as well. I mean, some of the people on here actually contacted me rather than me contact them. But the thing with YouTube and home metal workers and model engineers, it's a very, very nice community. Now, the earliest section of this little video was a sort of a bit of an update on the problems I was having with the switch on the Myford lathe, and I explained that I'd sort of messed the video up a bit and left bits out, so it was to show you a bit more about the switch itself. And some things have happened in the meantime. 3 different YouTubers reached out to me and said that they had at some point changed switches on their lathes, Myford lathes, and offered me their old switches to use as possible spare parts in helping me fix my Dewhurst switch if it broke down again. And I have received those now, which is very, very nice. So I don't need any more spare parts any longer. So to all of those that did that, I hope you see this video. Thank you very, very much indeed. It's been incredibly kind of you to do that to help me out. So at the moment the switch is working fine on the lathe, so I'm able to sort of carry on. But if there are any problems in the future, I've now got some switches to draw parts from as and when required. What I might do, as suggested by someone, is perhaps to refurbish one of the switches, perhaps make some parts for it, and perhaps get another switch up and running, so that, well, possibly the whole switch could be replaced if that's required in the future. So we'll see how we get on, but I'll let you know about that in a future date. Anyway, well, thanks for joining me again in the workshop, and hope you like my sticker board. Actually, my little stickers are coming off the board a bit, because the board here is on the workshop walls are metal, and this is the side of the workshop that picks up a lot of heat, so I'm not surprised that some of these might begin to peel off a bit. Anyway, so thanks a lot. Thanks to all the subscribers to my channel, and thanks to all the comments I've been getting. Keep the comments coming. I'm really pleased to receive those. So I've got another video ready for this Sunday. This one I'm putting up as a midweek again, which I'm not going to do this on a regular basis. I'm going to try and stick to my Sunday video. So thanks again, and see you very soon. Bye bye for now.